Ahoy mateys! Captain Eric here, presenting you a reaction video for the brand new Nickelodeon game, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Just announced this week, this game is actually created by Slap City developers Ludosity and Fair Play Labs and being released by Game Mill Entertainment, who have been releasing all of the previous Nickelodeon games, the Nickelodeon Kart Racer series, but those games were actually developed by a different developer. This is a completely new developer taking over the Nickelodeon IP and doing one of the most obvious things you can do with that IP, which is make a Super Smash Bros. Clone. Look, that might sound derogatory, but it isn't. Super Smash Bros. Is on a unreachable pedestal. It is the standard of these types of games. So any game that even tries to be like Smash Brothers is going to be called a clone. But that doesn't mean you can't stand out on your own terms and be a fan favorite. Now, I can be a fan of both Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion, at least for my nostalgic memory. It was the first Smash Brothers game I had on the 3DS, and it wasn't half bad at the time. I didn't actually play the XL version, so I have no memory of that whatsoever. But look, even if this is just a mediocre Smash Brothers type clone, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. The trailer I've seen once. This time that we watch it together is actually going to be my second full watch through in a bigger screen. The other time was on my phone, so this is going to be a first. We're going to watch it first. No pausing. I'll just talk over it, whatever I see, and then we'll go through and pause, and I can point out some things that I might have liked or things that I've missed. Like I said, haven't really seen it beyond just once on my phone. But from what I did see, they're putting a lot of effort into this, and I hope with their surprises coming down the road, I hope they go down some really incredible avenues while they have Nickelodeon working with them. And if this is a success, if this is any bit of a success, we can get sequels after this. We can get a Brawl 2, a Brawl 3, so on and so forth. For those that don't know, Nickelodeon has had a fighting game series with the Brawl moniker on their Nick Arcade website for years that have pitted these cartoons together, and this is just the evolution of it. The one that's on mobile phones right now, I played so much and I just got so good at it that I just stopped playing it. My goal was to unlock Danny Phantom, got it, won a bunch of matches with him, and stopped playing, but it was a really fun time, and the effort is there with the Nickelodeon license. I can respect that. All right, let's quit rambling and get on to the video here. We're going to start it up. Rated pending, as if it's going to get anything, maybe a T. Maybe it's going to get like an E or a T. Michelangelo, first one in the match. Classic Michelangelo. And then Lincoln Loud, a newer Nicktoon here. And immediately, boom, they're just getting right to the action. Powdered Toast Man, obvious choice. Sandy Cheeks, again, obvious choice. This looks a lot of fun. We have Glove World, Nickelodeon favorites. Patrick Star doing some moves there that remind me from Battle for Bikini Bottom. Here's a surprise. Oblina. An even bigger surprise. Nigel Thornberry, ladies and gentlemen. The Mr. Game & Watch of this game, but I'm going to main Nigel Thornberry. We get the title, All-Star Brawl. Lucy Loud from the Loud House. I would think another obvious choice. Like there was a chance that SpongeBob would be left out. And then the OP character of the game, Helga. Reptar. Can't forget Reptar. The fact that they included him and at his size, I mean, he's basically like Ridley. This is fantastic. And then we get the combination, Zim, and then I think Gur helps out. My boy, Danny Phantom. Love to see it. Classic Leonardo as well. Of course, they're going to include all 4 Ninja Turtles, but I wonder if they will have costume changes to go from the classic Turtles to at least the 2012 Turtles. That would be interesting. They can use all the same weapons and everything. King Jellyfish in the background. There we got a junkyard. Erkin ship, the Flying Dutchman ship. This is a lot of effort I can respect here. And this roster so far is really in depth. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Look at that. It's going to be available on current gen systems and past gen systems. That's the proper way to say it. I mean, the PS5 is current gen. And that's the trailer. We got to go through that, though. There is a lot of key stuff here. Let's start from the beginning. I am very impressed by the level of... Now, we got to start off here. They start off in New York. This is what makes me think that we will get costumes based off of the 2012 Nickelodeon series Turtles. That's been their flagship Turtles since they purchased the series. It wasn't, they always, marketed the classic Turtles in merchandise and whatnot, but look at the backgrounds here. This is not 1988 Ninja Turtles backgrounds. This is 2012 backgrounds. So, it just makes me lead to believe that they led with the classic Turtles for marketing purposes. This is gonna reach out a wider audience than just having the 2012 Michelangelo show up here. It's a smart move. Just the movements are solid on these characters so far. Now, Lincoln Loud, I got to admit, I have not really watched much of the Loud House. I've heard good things. For a while there, and I never caught up with it. Is it worth watching? Let me know. Here we have some side shots. They immediately just throw at you that Powdered Toast Man and Sandy are both characters in the game. Both solid choices. We got a weird pizza sign in the back, that billboard in the back, and it seems like another character back there. If you notice, I wonder who that is. That looks like there's so many mutants. And I mean, we got a foot soldier right here. Although, if you look, the foot soldier on the left there is an 88 foot soldier. You know what? In the Channel 6 logo, maybe this is just reminiscent of the video game. Or maybe that skyline reminds me of the opening of the 2003 series. So, damn, maybe this is just an amalgam of Ninja Turtles. I dig this stage. I like the lighting here. I like the color. I love the Channel 6, how much it pops out. The foot soldier in the background. The graffiti is nice. I'm a fan of that. Let's see. So Sandy gets a nice shot. Powdered Toast Man. A lot of people seem to be dissing Powdered Toast Man online. This is a classic Nicktoon, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, this is one of the first superhero Nicktoons that exist. This is as early as you can get for superheroes under the Nicktoon library. So put some respect on Powdered Toast Man's name. Damn. All right, Powdered Toast Man, wonderful addition. No complaints whatsoever. And Sandy. She's the strongest character in Bikini Bottom as far as we've been told. Her skills in karate are unmatched only by SpongeBob. Of course she belongs in the game. And I'm a little biased. Right there, though, let's rewind it. Oh, we get a nice little shot of Sandy there. We get a junkyard, which, also due to this monster on the bottom here, is the Real Monsters level. Love that it's a junkyard, that it's lit in the day. You got that New York City skyline in the background, and I like that they have some monsters seemingly pop up. I don't know if Ickis or Crumb are going to be showing up as characters. Very interesting to go with Oblina above those two, because all three could be fighters in this game. All three could probably work as a team, like they've done with some characters in Smash. They could work with some kind of coding like that, or maybe it would just be too much. I don't know. But in their video game, they had a moment where they would stack up with one another. I think something like that would be cool, where they just work in tandem together. And Crumb uses his stink, Oblina uses her fangs, Ickis uses his size, things like that. All right, let's move on. All right, we go back to New York. Then we get Glove World. So we have one SpongeBob level in the bag. We get a nice shot of Glove World here. Glove World has just been getting tons of love, and I love to see it. I love Glove World. As we can see, the Ferris wheel in the background, we have some just fish hanging out. Hopefully we get some surprises hanging out in the Ferris wheel there. If they're not going to be characters seen in any other part of the game, like Larry the Lobster, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, characters like that, they'd be pretty cool to just put in the Ferris wheel. Let's keep moving on. I can't comment on Lincoln Loud's moveset, by the way. Maybe that's obvious by this point. Patrick, obvious addition. And as we can see, just an obvious moveset too. It works in so many ways. Here we have Oblina as well. I will tell you, when I first watched this, this was the moment that I geeked out at. It was just so obvious to me, because if I was allowed to create a roster for a Nickelodeon Smash Brothers game, Powdered Toast Man would be first ballot choice for me. I wouldn't get to Oblina, but the fact that she's here is impressive. is impressive. Fantastic. That was not a good still shot of Oblina, too. We got to give her some respect. Boom, there we go. We got a nice still shot of her. Her design looks fantastic. The model looks great. Now we can see the weird pizza to go. We see the full design here. Interesting that everybody's getting introduced in New York City. It's just almost like the central hub here of the characters. Savage. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we're moving on. And the MVP, the GOAT of this game. Oh, we got to get that as a still shot there. Hold on. That's a cool move, but this one coming up. Oh, come on. We can get it. We can get it. Let's go. Yeah, look at that. Nigel Thornberry. Now, if I was creating a roster and I wanted to pick a character from the Wild Thornberries, I would pick Nigel. I would pick Nigel, or I would do an Eliza Darwin combo to have them help each other out. But Nigel they know he is beloved by everybody. Even if you don't like the Wild Thornberries, you like Nigel Thornberry. That, I'm sorry, is just a fact. He is a beloved Nicktoon. It's so crazy. Most of those t-shirts you see of all the Nicktoons grouped together, I would say 99% of the time those shirts feature Nigel Thornberry. And the fact that he's here, I love him. I'm going to main this character. I will play every character in this game, but if I'm going to play anybody one-on-one, I'm going to make sure I'm picking Nigel Thornberry each and every time. That is just a fact. Oh, look at it. Ah, man. This, honestly, when it comes, and we can stop here on Patrick's Cone here, when it comes to Nigel Thornberry, this is a big negative in the Game Mill games. Now, their attention to detail for the Nickelodeon properties, the developers at least, for those kart racer games, from 1 to 2, the transition, absolutely fantastic. And I am going to eventually get to a video of just an Easter egg breakdown of everything from those games. But the one negative that holds those games back from being great, they go from being great to being good, is the lack of voice from the characters, the lack of voice acting, the lack of the characters making any sounds whatsoever. They are completely silent. And I'm sorry, as you're going through these levels, hearing, Nickelodeon-inspired music, it is almost just depressing to just not, when you're bumping into characters, just to hear something would be so good. Game Mill, hire me. I will dig through every episode of every character you're using and get you clips for you to use in these games. I'm telling you, the money to pay me full time to do that will be worth the love and joy of the entire fan base that are actually going to buy these games and play them. What scares me is that there's not going to be any sounds coming from these characters. Now, in the gameplay, we can hear a lot of sound effects are going into play. So their sound mixing is, going beyond just normal hits and smashes and whatnot. They're actually putting in some effort into some of these sounds. Hopefully we just get, even if it's just some semblance of a sound. If somebody punches Nigel Thornberry, I want Tim Curry to come out of that voice going like, rah, something like that. I don't know. I can't be the only one out there that knows that voice acting would take this game from being good to great, or if it comes out great to awesome. Then this is a game that just will pay for DLC. We will dump money into this, and I know that's the point, but we're going to continue on. We get a graveyard there. Now, that doesn't scream instant... Oh, we got a foot soldier now here on the... Looks like the foot soldiers are going to be in the background. Maybe fighting Casey Jones, and I can see one up here on the water tower. So that'll be interesting if, Casey and Splinter are fighting, Shredder or whatnot. Shredder would actually be a great character to have in this game. I don't know if that's their thought process, but we get a better look at this platform and the foot soldier. Now we got to look at this graveyard here. I'm thinking, clearly Danny Phantom related since he's announced. It makes sense, but it just seems so generic feeling. Like, even just having the park of Amity Park would be a little bit better. I know that there's a Ghost Zone level coming up, but here we have the inside of the sewers, so we get our second Ninja Turtles level here, and some pizzas we can see right over next to the sewer water coming down. Don't eat those pizzas, Nigel, please. None of you. Oh, Blina probably would get away with it. Patrick would probably get away with it. Nigel, don't touch those pizzas. And we get the title here. I like the title. It's the All-Star moniker. People were pointing to PlayStation All-Stars, the Brawl, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. It's a great mix-up. It's memorable. But, hey, you could have called this whatever you wanted. People would know what you're talking about when you're talking about the Smash Brothers Nickelodeon game. I'd point out this beautiful poster that was made a few years ago when the staff at Nickelodeon were having a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament. They went ham. I implore you to go and look up the high resolution of this poster and just it's a chef's kiss. Let's move on here. Lucy Loud, once again, I'm not didn't really know the Loud House too much, but out of all of the characters in that show, she makes the most obvious to me. I just, for some reason, the goth look, I dig it. She's probably gonna kick some butt in this game, and of course, my boy SpongeBob SquarePants. He's about like number one. He's the first character you write down. That's just it. And the OP, I don't have a Smash character I don't want to say Ganondorf, because Ganondorf could get beat. This is Helga Pataki is the S tier of this game, just flat out. If I don't main Nigel Thornberry, I'm maining Helga G. Pataki to take down the rest. That's just it. If she's in the game, I imagine Arnold has to be, and you just announce her in here as like, you just show one of the characters from the show. It kind of gives you off the idea that you're going to include maybe others. Like, we might get Arnold and Gerald. And we get our big boy, our big lizard here, Reptar, on ice. To me, I would have made him a little bit bigger. I see him next to these characters, and obviously they push the whole network. Obviously couch multiplayer first and then network. We get a Reptar little blast there, little heat blast over to Lucy Loud. He definitely was going to be inspired by characters like Charizard and Ridley. If they were paying attention to Smash in any way, that's who I would base him off as. Pausing right here, we see SpongeBob's get a bit of a rainbow attack, the imagination attack that he smashes down. That is a meme that they just made an attack in the game. That is wonderful. Here we have Jellyfish Fields. Now, what was the levels here? The Technodrome, baby. The Technodrome. This is the 80s Turtles. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Look, those levels, just the lighting kind of screams other Turtles, and they could just be referencing those to try to get as much in those levels as possible, represent as many of the Turtles incarnations as humanly possible. If the developers are hearing this, skins would be wonderful. Like, the Turtles you could reskin easily. Reptar you could make purple to reference that, the episodes where he's shown up as being purple. SpongeBob, you could put him in so many different outfits. Mermaid Man, his Mermaid Man outfit would make a great choice. Helga, if you want to go a deep cut, I need to work for these people. I'm too much of a Nickelodeon nerd. You make a Helga costume based off of the time that she was in the milk carton in the first episode. You put the milk carton on her. Or you throw her in the dress where she tried to show up at the girls' party all dolled up. Boom. People will remember that stuff. Let's continue on. Get the graveyard again over on the other side. And then we get Jellyfish Fields. It is beautiful. It is vibrant. You can't complain. It screams SpongeBob. That's all you could really ask for. New character, Invader Zim with his Doc Ock-like tentacles there, and then has the control of Gur. I wonder if Gur will work kind of like Captain Oliver with the Pikmin, where he can toss them and Gur can attack, or like Rosalina and Luma, where he can toss Gur, and as you're attacking, both you and Gur do the same moves at the same time. And we get, as I said, my boy, Danny Phantom, as if SpongeBob's number 1, Danny Phantom's number 2, Powder Toast Man's number 3. Crimson Chin, best show up. And Timmy with the Godparents. Don't worry, we're going to get to that. Leonardo, of course, I expect, and as they say, plus many more surprises. DLC exists as well, guys, and I'm telling you, don't go crazy. Don't look at the fighter pass and say $30. Be a little bit out of the box. $10, 5 characters. Boom. That's a great deal. I also don't know how much it goes into making these characters. You guys do you. I'll give you all my money. I don't care. We get a level of Invader Zim here. I imagine we'll get a second level in front of the house. It's too iconic to miss. Or maybe this will be a movable level that'll take us from space all the way down. That will be really cool. But we get an Irken ship in the background here. There we get to see Zim. They got the expressions down. Go through the history of Zim in video games. No one has gotten him this well thus far. I'll have to see more of him to really judge it completely, but Nickelodeon Party Blast, he looks horrible. SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom, his model is just, when the mouth moves, it looks off. This one looks great. There we get the Ghost Zone level. I expect cameos from some well-known Danny Phantom ghosts. If Vlad Plasmius is not planned as a playable character, which I hope he is, Vlad should show up here, maybe as an assist trophy if they have any systems like that. We'll get into those. But the box ghost definitely has to show up here. The cafeteria lady, maybe once every 50 times you play on this level, Ember shows up and plays a concert, and you just hear her song, and she's just playing in the background. Just ideas, something cool. I hope things go out of the box here. We get tentacles coming out of that Irken ship. That was pretty nice. But I didn't mention it. We get what is very much. Oh wait, hold on. Something else here. Zim uses a lawn gnome. I don't know if we can catch that. Look at that. He produces a lawn gnome and throws it. And I'm guessing it explodes. Oh, sent Leonardo flying. We get a avatar level. And I'll get to that in a second. But, yeah, we get some sort of temple there, which they show off for, the smallest millisecond possible, guys. Come on. So we can see Aang's glider there. Aang was a definite as well. He's a top 10er. Easy. Here we have a Ren and Stimpy level where you're actually, I guess you can classify this more as Powdered Toast Man's level. The breakfast. I love this idea that you're playing on a kitchen counter. This is really fun and inventive, and we got to look at that fly there. I could dig it. We get turkey. Oh, this is going to expand over to the frying pan. This is going to be fun. Look, without the voice actors or any clips, this is still going to be fun. I feel like just the references and the look and design. Here we have the Flying Dutchman ship, and we already saw the Flying Dutchman will show up in the background as well. Here we have the Loud House, and smartly, look, they're using the house to its fullest extent. They're going to have other characters show up in the house there, so no one will feel missed out. SpongeBob is stuck in a cage up here. Is that a move? Maybe somebody throws that cage at them and you're stuck in. Or maybe that's his shield. I don't know. We'll have to test it out. King Jellyfish showing up in the background. I like that. And here we get a sign here. Let's see, it showed a little bit more. The Loud House. That looks like the cartoon. They're doing well with the levels are really well designed. I don't know if I've said that a lot. Maybe I have. Probably did. Mad Bomber. Jeez. Calm down, guy. There's the Flying Dutchman himself, just lurking in the background. I like that his ship is a level. That's a great idea. Here we go. Now we just get these team-ups. 5-on-5. So it appears that, I mean, looking at this, the fact that it is 5-on-5, Gur is separate as a character. That's weird. Did we see Gur fighting on his own at all in this video package? Because I think he just was a part of Zim's movesets. I don't think he was his own character. They could have just done that for the end. Because they didn't give Gur his own splash screen. He was just appeared there. So what? I don't know what I'm thinking. Well, I mean, what more can I say? This is an absolutely. Let's just get that up there. So we got Michelangelo, Leonardo, Nigel Thornberry, Powdered Toast Man, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sandy Cheeks, Patrick Star, Oblina, Lucy and Lincoln Loud, Helga, Reptar, Zim, and Danny Phantom. Now, if you have looked at the cover art, now as you can see, we have the cover art here for the PS5 version of Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. I can just tell you that aspect of Reptar in the back left there is, oh my goodness, I love it. But we actually get a few other characters that we can see from this box art. You can see Cora on the left side with her fist up in the air. You can see Aang's hand right below her. You can see Ren and Stimpy right under the Brawl logo. And you can make out CatDog right on the bottom. The other characters are, I can see Nigel Thornberry's foot there right below what's obviously Patrick, and then Oblina, Powdered Toast Man, and then we have Lincoln Loud on the left. We of course have SpongeBob in the middle. We can see his feet on the bottom. As far as any other characters that might be here, maybe Danny Phantom is right behind SpongeBob. That's just a relatively estimate on my part. This game is giving me a lot of good vibes. I'm so happy to see how well received it's been on the internet. Everybody just seems to be happy that this exists, and everybody's talking about it. So I am definitely going to pick this up day one. I'm going to pre-order it the second I can. I mean, I already did. It's already pre-ordered, and it's already paid off. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to my channel. More content like this will be coming out. Ring that notification bell. And if you can do anything to help out the show, all of it is a massive help to me, even if you just come once in a while to see what I'm putting out. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you here next time.